That's absolutely horror. That movie.
Yeah.
Oh, you said it's not applicable.
No, I said I haven't been watching much that's applicable to the podcast aside from...
Don't let me hit weed twice.
You only hit it once.
I hit it twice.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You said you only hit it once.
No, I hit it. I said I can't do it one more time.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's like kind of a thriller more than a horror film, I guess, but it's...
Still fits.
Yeah, it's horrific.
Impregnating someone against their will in their sleep. It's pretty fucking...
It's pretty horrific. Way to just spoil the ending of it, though.
No one's going to watch unless we're... No one's going to watch just off what we've been watching, I don't think.
People will watch whatever I tell them to watch. And I also...
coughed a bunch of times on mic again.
Yeah. People love that. That's part of the podcast.
Yeah, it's part of the charm.
Hey, you know what? We have a really big fan. So shut up.
Stop that right now.
We'll
lose this fan.
I also rewatched Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Gay Revenge.
I thought you did that a couple months ago.
Yeah, I had a friend over who wanted to watch it, so...
Oh, okay.
Watched it.
Oh, you said Gay's Revenge.
Yeah, Freddy's Gay Revenge. Tell me that's not,
homoerotic.
Yeah. It is completely homoerotic.
Yeah.
I knew that then, when I was a kid. And
I thought you were just talking about the movie in general as gay. Which is not a derogatory term. But
no, it is gay.
You didn't like it?
No, it's... Oh, my God. I'm not using gay as a pejorative term. I'm using gay...
See? I'm just I'm trying to fit in with you and speak of something terribly by saying the word gay, what you're doing right now.
No, he's really saying homoerotic thing.
Yeah, he's saying gay as in homoerotic.
Yeah.
But you said the movie's
and you know
gay.
that.
You said the movie's not good and it's gay. There. Come on.
You're just trying to paint me into a corner. I think everybody knows that it's my third favorite Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that's
film.
I like Dream Warriors and then that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
1, 3, 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. So
1, 3, 2, 6, 5, 7.
Sounds like an address.
Yeah, I like 1, 3, and 7 for sure. Are my top 3. Yes, I do love New Nightmare.
You are fired from this. That's a bad thing to say. What have you been watching?
Not a lot. I watched myself get on a plane and go to Portland.
Yeah,
that was fucking great. I went to the Lovecraft bar.
Yeah, that was awesome from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Was that the bar that had all the horror movie on the tables?
Yeah, it was awesome. I got a tour of the back, and there's Cthulhu figurines everywhere. A big statue of Cthulhu, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, Fatagan.
Yeah, and all the walls are decorated with H.P. Lovecraft type shit, and I sat at the vampire table with all the vampires covered on the table and stuff. So. Yeah, that was cool. I met an 83-year-old woman that changed my life forever. And then I came home and I didn't watch any horror movies.
Yeah, that was normal.
Elaborate on that a little bit more.
Yeah, I watched all the live videos for that.
No, I met this black guy and this old lady sitting together, and I thought it was kind of cool. I was drunk as fuck, and the riots in Portland were going on, and I was like, what the fuck is... I was like...
So I decided to stir the pot.
No, not really. I was like, there's a riot, but this is what we, as a... community strive for an old white lady and a young black guy that's hanging out. So I went and talked to him and hung out with him all fucking night. We got drunk. The old lady didn't drink, but
she was still goofy as hell.
Yeah, she was goofy, and we walked each other home, and she said some really she said that it was the best night of her life in 30 years. And I just that done coughing. That just blew my mind. It made me feel all sappy and shit. I was drunk. And then I ended up crying myself to sleep, and I came home, and that was it. I did start watching. I did start to watch the Hatchet Hatchet, the first one.
What'd you think?
I had no idea that there's kind of big name actors in it.
Oh yeah,
it has a ton of big.
I didn't know that Joel, whatever from
Grandma's Boy,
and Avatar, Joel something.
Yeah, and
Robert Englund in the very beginning, Kane Hodder, of course, Tony Todd.
Adam Green's
but those old horror convention actors, they're always in some shitty movie together anyways. But
Hatchet's just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's a slapsticky gore. And that also has another character from Buffy in it. One of the girls that show their tits.
That's all I've been watching. So this is Giallo, and we were talking about the beginning or the infancy of Giallo movies, and Agatha Christie was named in Mario
Indians and
Mario Bava
and Hitchcock, and obviously the roots of the Giallo are just like murder mysteries in general.
Yeah,
and like specifically the yellow-spined Italian paperback murder mysteries or whatever. Blah blah blah.
Giallo is Italian for yellow.
Giallo. Everybody knows that, I think, for the most part. The early notable films are Blood and Black Lace and Bird with the Crystal Plumage and
Don't Torture a Duckling.
Don't Torture a Duckling and All the Colors of the Dark. Like, those are all pretty early ones. Margheriti did a couple of really early ones that I can't remember right now. But basically, they were, you still get the odd Giallo now and then. Who's calling? What? Was that Mike? Well, it's kind of like he was on the podcast then.
Yeah, he was on the. He made his
Mike was
second appearance.
That was Mike's cameo.
Yep.
He
Mike appeared again.
Yeah, you get your odd Giallo from time to time now, but basically they were localized to like the late '60s through the '80s.
Yeah, say like mid '80s.
Maybe the early '90s was like when they really started to die off. It's not just like Fulci and Argento and Martino. Like Aldo Lotto did a couple of them. And
what?
You sucking your teeth at me?
No, not. I wasn't trying to get your attention. No.
Oh.
I do. That's like when you get older and shit, you start doing that. You ever seen an old black guy with his? He does that all the time.
Sure.
That's gotta sound horrible on the podcast.
No, it doesn't. That's not racist at all.
Not
no, just the sound.
Oh,
it sounds kind of sound horrible on the podcast. I bet.
Well, it's kind of tailed off and died in the '90s, but the only people that were doing it were the established Giallo directors, and they're trying to regain some magic and put out something, but they always turn to shit. Well,
Argento especially, like, just kind of fell off, and then
just pretty much
back a little bit.
It was one of the genres that pretty much every Italian director had to throw their hat into the ring for.
Yeah, and then also it died off a lot because it was the big creature boom.
Well, slashers killed it too. Like,
like
Giallos gave way to slash, or Giallos gave way to slash. What did we decide it was? Is it Giallo?
Giallo.
Junos?
Giallo.
Giallos. They gave way to slashers, and then slashers gave way to goddamn Scream. So,
then Scream gave birth to the meta slashers.
And it's so weird because the guy we just interviewed, what was his name again?
Mario
Dario Sargento.
Yeah, that's it.
He was heavily influenced by a Scream type movie.
Yeah, I know what you did last summer.
Movies must be terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely.
It's like full circle.
I already looked him up on IMDb while we were talking. He's not on here, so I think he might be a fraud.
Giallos have come full circle.
Yeah.
How about that?
This podcast turned into a Giallo.
Giallo.
Because now I'm trying to figure out who this fucking guy was.
Well, I put on black leather gloves and killed him, too, so...
Oh, you just gave the reveal.
Were you listening to Goblin while you're doing it?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. So you gotta at least do that.
It was the theme from Tenebrae, because that's my favorite one.
That is a really
Tenebrae's
good one.
Theme.
Unsane.
Damn right.
Never seen it as Unsane, but I've seen it called Insane.
I've never even seen poster art with that title, actually. But yeah, so Giallos. What?
Giallo.
Right.
Giallo.
What he said. Plugs?
Yep, plugs. Follow us on Twitter at The Horror Drunks. Also, you can email us at thehorrordrunkspodcast@gmail.com. We also have a Facebook page at The Horror Drunks Podcast. Yes, the
Giallo Mail.
Follow us on Facebook at The Horror Drunks Podcast. We're on Instagrams at The Horror Drunks Podcast.
Ooh, you pluralized it.
We're on the Instagrams.
We're on more than one of them.
My personal Instagram account is at The Black Gloved Killer. Randy's is at The Lonesome Undertaker.
It's just at Lonesome Undertaker.
Oh, at Lonesome Undertaker.
The Undertaker has a lot of fans in WWE. He's never lonely.
And Ken, do you want
to?
Yeah, I started signing my Instagram for the first time in 4 years yesterday.
And what's your cool name?
K to the motherfucking tray, homeboy.
Oh, that's
it's
so
K
much cooler than mine.
K to the tray.
That's really good.
Yep, Trey, T-R-E-Y.
Oh, okay. I really, I kind of sense Instagram name envy, honestly.
Yeah, I should have come up with something that good instead of just like
R to the Faye.
Arfay, Armand Arfay.
Also, go to Instagram and give us a review. Try to spread our word around again.
You guys may have noticed that we have a new logo on the Facebook page.
Yep, I was about to bring that up.
That's courtesy of an old friend of mine, Juan Gutierrez.
And hopefully new friend of ours.
Formerly of the Flint area, big in the metal scene. Great artist, as you can tell by looking at the artwork.
Oh, he was in the metal scene? Like, do you know any of his bands?
Well, he wasn't like in any bands. He just came out. He was always at shows.
Oh, okay.
Oh. And his artwork's amazing. It's awesome that he did that
thank you
for us.
so much, man.
Yeah,
that was perfect.
We greatly appreciate that.
Juan Gutierrez, check out his artwork. And he puts it up on his Facebook and stuff. He has albums of it under his photos, I believe.
Really good.
If you don't know how to, if you search his name and can't find him, just if you're friends with Randy, look through his friends and find him.
Yeah, or even mine too. He's under my friends list.
He's friends with the horror podcast too. So,
okay.
Yeah,
that's the end of the plugs.
And we are going to do Lizard and Woman's Skin, Sleepless, and
the
editor. And listen to all three of them because all three of them have merits and they're pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You mean watch all three of them, or
what did I say?
You said listen to all three of them.
To the podcast.
Oh, to each segment?
Yeah.
Well, always listen to the whole podcast, you fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, you fucking dropping out after the fucking first movie if I'm too drunk or something. Get the fuck out of here.
My words are all very valuable and important to your life and future, so.
Yeah. I like how Randy corrected me, but he didn't have to. And it just makes him feel even more right.
Superior.
Okay, so this is our first film.
Of the abnormal, there is no more erotic a nightmare than the strange story of Lizard in a Woman's Skin.
By the way, Frank, you're not being unfaithful to Carol, are you?
That woman for you represents degradation and vice.
Joe, please. I'm going completely mad.
What? Wait, did you start already?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Why?
Because I need...
I'm leaving this in.
What year was this? 73?
71.
71?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want you to sound perfect to every podcast. I want you to have flaws like I do.
So this is Lucio Fulci's second Giallo. It was 1973.
71, I just fucking told
71, yeah, you did just... Oh, man.
You just don't want to listen to me.
No.
Ever.
Didn't Duckling come out in 71 as well?
This is before Duckling, I thought.
Is it? I thought Duckling came first. Chronologically.
I mean, if Duckling came first, I'm editing out because I don't want to be wrong right off the bat.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's Fulci film. The score is by Ennio Morricone, or Morricone, whatever. Effects by Carlo Rambaldi, very famous Italian effects artist. Basically,
we call him Baldi, but whatever. His close friends.
His friends call him Baldi. Basically, the film is about a young woman named Carol who's she has disturbing dreams, and she goes to her psychiatrist to talk about them. And one of them involves one of her neighbors being murdered, and it turns out that her neighbor actually was murdered exactly the way that she dreamed it. And then the rest of the film is just trying to narrow down who the killer is in like Giallo type fashion. It's like a lot of police procedural inspectors and
starts off as an acid trip. Just doesn't seem like a Giallo right off the bat, and then it becomes a full-blown Giallo.
The first scene is one of her nightmares. It starts off in like she's running down the hallway of a train, and it keeps switching back from the train hallway to like a weird kind of Caligula orgy, fucking eyes wide shut type hallway where there are a bunch of people doing the sex to one another. And then it switches